Hey Aquarius, welcome to Divinity Gems 33. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Getting out the read for the week of October 22nd through the 28th. And using the Black Moon Astrology deck. Because we do have a full moon this week. Wednesday, October 24th in Taurus. Ooh, it's a little loud. Endings, new beginnings. And in Taurus, and being ruled by Venus as well, but handling more of our material wants, desires. Let's see how this energy is playing out and in what area it is playing out for you, Aquarius. Pulling your 5 cards. More. Okay. All right. 4 or 5 cards, and then we'll pull some clarity from the Rider deck as well as the visions, crystal visions. Okay, Aquarius, first position definitely is energy. Could be just recent lingering energy that you just came out of. Goes into any questions you might have currently on your mind right now. Jupiter returns benefits. Yeah, definitely some residual energy. So if you were waiting on something, or maybe you've just received something that you've asked for, but not quite sure about it yet, but this is the question on your mind right now. And definitely the recent past energy. Jupiter returns benefits. Earth element stability is in your second position, which is the current surrounding influences. It's pretty much what you already know, what you already, see as obvious to yourself. This is about your stability, earth element stability. All right, Aquarius, moving on, third position, what you're not able to see at this current time, what could be hidden from you. Maybe you had the blinders on. We have Virgo, I analyze in this position for you. And Virgos do analyze sometimes to a negative degree if you stay on, a certain over-analyzing type of energy. But this was definitely being in your head a lot and thinking a lot about your stability, where you want to be overall. When I see those two, it's a home type of related situation, like where you want to be, really. Physically where you want to be, and how you feel stable. So in a job, in your home environment, I feel like this has a lot to do with Aquarius. Fourth position, what to do now, how to address this issue, how to overcome it, how to manifest what you want. Part of fortune increase. Coming out with that Jupiter benefits right there. I'm seeing that this is definitely going to be pinnacle related, like related to the coins here. This is about your money, your finances, your overall stability here. And part of fortune increase is coming out in what to do now, how to address this issue. This is to get what's coming to you, Aquarius, getting what's owed to you. Finally, fifth position, likely outcome based on current circumstances. You change, this energy changes. That's how it always works. But right now we have lunar eclipse change. And with the full moon, I'm feeling like this change does come out and will play out for you across this full moon. Let's get to some clarity. Jupiter returns benefits. I like it. I like it. I'm seeing good stuff across the board. Aquarius, with that part of fortune increase and those benefits and your stability. What you've been thinking about. Where's my stuff? I always look at her hand out here. Like she is like, come on, like give it. I've been waiting on it. I know I deserve it. Give me what you owe me. It's lunar eclipse change. She is waiting on this change and embracing this change. So it's a much welcome change to you, Aquarius. I get that feeling. And you're just waiting on your benefits. Waiting on it. Where is it? Where is it? I'm going to clarify each of these with a card from the Rider deck. Okay, and then let's clarify each of these with a card from the Crystal Visions. Getting interesting. Okay. For Jupiter benefits, I have the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups. 3 being a high spiritual number, I feel like this is a change for the better for you. From a foundational type of situation that was just not making you happy. And you're ready to do some rejoicing, some toasting, some celebrating. You're ready for the benefits. You're ready for the benefits because this could have been a foundation breakdown. This could have been a relationship that didn't work out at home. 3 of Cups. Like that celebrating with friends, enjoying friendships and getting out there again and having fun again in your life, Aquarius, where you weren't. Because maybe you were trying to work on a relationship or foundation or just keep home happy. I feel like you were trying to keep home happy. But there was no emotional fulfillment there. Like you were just there. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be, so I'm here. And it was not emotionally fulfilling for you, not bringing you happiness, not bringing you a type of rejoiceful type of energy and enjoying where you were. It was kind of a burden to be where you were, kind of hard to be there. This is a job you endured and you stayed in it just to make sure that you were stable, just to make sure you can provide or you can have enough to do for others, to make sure that everybody else is able to have the things and the comforts that make them happy. And you're waiting on those benefits. You're waiting on the fruits of your labor. You're waiting on that. Clarifying that earth element stability. King of Cups is in reverse. Ace of Swords is in reverse. Which is you just holding on then. Like I said here, this is you just trying to keep the situation stable because that felt like the right thing to do. But you had no clarity as to why this didn't feel good, because in your mind, the right thing should feel good. If it's the right thing and I'm doing the right thing by making sure I stay here and take care of home and balance out everything for everyone else's happiness, it should make me feel good. It should make me feel stable, but it didn't. It left you with a lot of confusion, as I see, emotionally and mentally. What you didn't see was that you were overanalyzing the situation. And that's what caused you to feel in this 10 of Swords, backstab type of energy, mentally confused, mentally stuck, trying to figure out why the situation feels so crappy here. And I'm just trying to do the right thing, the good thing. But my heart is not in it. My heart is not in it. That's how I feel. Based off of this spread, analyzing why you still feel this way. And can you transform the situation? What you didn't see was maybe your ability or your power to change the situation. As the magician, you're creating, you're transforming. A little magic. It's a little magic. For those of you who don't understand your own magic, you do have the power inside of you to transform these situations in your life. That's when you are in magician power. How do you get from feeling like you have to or you should do something and feeling like you would be wrong if you didn't do it, to doing what's in your best interest without that guilt? That's really what this lesson is about for you. But you do have the power to change the situation. They're telling you you do have the power. You've always had the power. Part of fortune increase is what you're going to do next, what you should do next, what they suggest you do next. Knight of Swords. Page of Swords are the two clarifiers here. This is rebelling. This is forget what everybody else thinks. I'm doing what I know and what I know to be logical for me. And he goes towards it with no problem. This is movement towards, once you have mental understanding, this is movement towards it. And it is not caring what others think. It is doing it in a rebellious type of way. So this is any way in status quo way you want me to sit here and do it that way, because this is how you were when you were sitting here in this energy. This is status quo here. So I'm going to do it, or I'm gonna, just because everybody says don't let go of another job until you have another one, so I stay. Just because everybody says don't leave a marriage once you get married, I'm going to stay. That type of thinking, that type of energy, I feel like you're about to rebel. And whatever way that is playing out in your life, where you felt stuck and like you had to do something a certain way, but you couldn't figure out why it was not bringing emotional happiness to you. You're rebelling against that. You're moving away from it. And with the Page of Swords, you are learning who you are. You're learning what you like, what you don't like, and you're not afraid to stand up for yourself and say so. Page of Swords swings that sword. She only have some tact sometimes when she do it, but it's righteous. It's righteous because this is you taking back your own power. This is you fighting for yourself sometimes. Those two being out, the Knight and the Page, I feel like your mental is taking on a whole new understanding after this analyzing and feeling here. You're going to get into this magician power of transforming it through your mind. This is where the changeover happens from feeling stuck and stabbed up and disappointed to, I'm going to change these disappointments. I'm going to turn them into something different by the actions I take. The magician. You're going to mentally understand how to change the situation. And that was your part fortune increase clarifiers. This is how you're going to get to the benefits, to the increase is here. Mentally knowing what to do and acting upon it. And then finally that change coming across the lunar eclipse as the final outcome, as the likely outcome based off the current energy. King of Swords is in reverse with the Strength card. So this is not over being in your head, like I said, not over analyzing as the King of Swords can sometimes do. Not staying stuck in your head, but just getting the know-how and moving with it. Moving with it, because once you move with it, it is having the strength to move with it. Once you move with it, you can transform the situation. You will change the situation, but it's having the strength to make the moves that we need to make. A little bit more clarity for your Aquarius, but I think it is coming out pretty clear for you that there's some mindsets that just needed to be changed for you to understand that fear is the only thing that keeps the illusion going. Fear keeps us feeling like we have to do something because we're worried about others and what others think and what others might say. Fear keeps us feeling like we can't transform a situation. Fear keeps us here, disappointed. Keeps us disappointed. But this was a stab in the back moment. And maybe you still felt like you still had to be a person of integrity and stay strong on something like this. Now, if something like this was going on, you know that's not in your best interest. You know you should have walked away from that. But you were doing what you felt like was traditionally the correct thing to do, maybe on some of that. Seven of Cups. This is illusion land. This is fairy tale fantasy world of not really wanting to see reality sometimes because it feels better up here. Sometimes it's nice to be in your mind in fantasy sometimes. But then when reality hits us back, has been happening to us while we were up there feeling all wonderful here in pretend land. This was really what was happening. This was really what was happening. And we allowed it to keep going based off the fact that maybe we thought we had to continue in this stability type of energy. We thought that we wouldn't get rewarded for something like rebelling against that, for moving away from it, for going after what we know, makes us more happy. Well, I just got to be person of integrity and be strong through it. And if I do, I'll get benefits. No, it's telling you, here's the King of Swords again. The Knight of Swords again with the Seven of Wands. It is changing your perception on going towards what you want, because if you go towards what you want, you have the upper hand. You won't get attacked for that. But here, you feeling like the scum of the earth for making a move that's in your own better interest. There's no other way to get to the happiness without letting go of the unhappy. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of stress in that situation. That's why you don't want the situation anymore. So why would you think, no matter who you believe in, why would you think God, Jesus, the world, the universe, why would you think that it would be more logical to stay in something that is stressful? Because the point is not enduring through something that's stressful and it's just not going to be stressful anymore. If it felt like this, it's still going to be like this. You can endure through it, but it's still going to feel like this. And then the disappointments come to you because you feel like, all right, I'm being a person of integrity. I'm not walking away. I'm trying to have strength and maintain through this situation, but it wasn't making you happy. It wasn't making you happy. It's a whole lot of hard work with no results. And you desire emotional fulfillment. Page of Cups. Wasn't bringing you any emotional fulfillment. Balance, as the Temperance falls out, is what is needed right now for you. And that is the change that's coming across. That's why your hand is out. I feel like you are wanting what you are owed, because the situation was not balanced, because you were giving way more than you were getting, and you were having all the integrity, and the other person was kind of doing you like that, and you were taking it. Some of you, this is not everybody, but there's a clear line in this read right here that's for someone who was going through that. Staying in a situation, maybe a job or a relationship that you were getting taken advantage of on, you were feeling hurt, disappointed, treated unfairly, stabbed in the back, and you stayed because you felt like it was more stable for you, like you had to stay in that situation, be it a marriage, or that is your belief on a job, that you have to stay at a job for a certain amount of years so that you can be a stable person. That type of energy is transforming across this full moon in Taurus for you to bring an ending to an old mindset, the way you were analyzing, the way you were in your head, to bring a new mindset to you that is clear, so you are at peace. And the knowing is actually what helps you transform the situation to bring in the positive after the negative. So once the negative is removed, sometimes it is a mindset in your own thinking. Instead of a person or a job being removed, your own thinking will change over to understanding how you can transform this situation yourself, instead of waiting and expecting it to change on its own. I'm going to give, and this person will eventually be a better person. Doesn't always work that way. You can give all your life, and the person can still maintain and be the same person. It's allowing yourself to understand that once you've given your all, if you're not happy in a situation, it's okay to transform it, because it's actually showing you that you need to transform it. By the old situation playing out and aggravating you so much, it's playing out to see that, okay, this is not for me. I want something new. It's expecting you to release it at that moment so that the new can come. But for some of us, this is the point where we hold on more, or we try harder to, maybe this means this is a sign to work harder on it. If it keeps constantly giving us disappointments, it's a sign to me to let it go, so that a new can come in that will not bring a disappointment. Keeping that in mind, full moons, endings, new beginnings coming to you across this Taurus full moon. That was your reading, I do believe, Aquarius. If you need to book a personal, it'll always be below in the description box. Thanks for watching. Until next time.